This is the UCMDA 5.6-inch portable monitor with 180p Full HD. Coming in at a price of just under £170, is that a little too steep? Stay tuned and I'll certainly let you know. So unboxing this guy, and you'll probably notice you aren't getting the luxurious packaging you'd expect. But nevertheless, what you have inside can get you up and running out of the box. You get a Type-C charger, USB to Type-C, mini HDMI to HDMI, and a USB Type-C to Type-C. Not to mention, you're getting this beautiful original smart case that not only protects the screen, but acts as a support and stand as well. Yes, it's not the most premium feeling case, its materials are pretty much what you're expecting from a freebie. It's pretty cheap. But it does protect the monitor and it does the intended job well. And when I say well, I mean it kinda does, but if you drop this a couple of times, you'd probably see it breaking. Now let's take a look around the screen itself. The main section to look at is the left side. You've got a mini HDMI port. Now this will likely be where most of your inputs come in, using that mini HDMI to standard HDMI cable. Now you also have two Type-C ports. The top one is for image transmission, so that port can be used if you want to connect to your phone, and the second one will act as your power input. And lastly, you do have a micro USB slot, which, believe it or not, does a perfect job at operating your USB mouse and keyboards. One thing that did shock me was the feel in hand. As you can imagine, this is very lightweight at under 1.5 pounds. That does come down to the fact that its design is only 10mm thin. And finally, at the rear bottom, you have your controls. These are pretty simple, and although don't make the device look that little bit more premium, they actually do the opposite. They kind of make it look cheap. It does, however, make for an ease of usability and just creates an all-round simplistic user face, which sometimes I think we all need. I was eager to get this hooked up to my Xbox and see exactly what it was made of. Using that mini HDMI to HDMI cable, it's very simple to hook up. Once connected to your monitor, it should automatically detect the signal. If not, that's what the controls are for. As soon as the screen loads up, you'll probably be as surprised as I was. It was quite a shock to the system. The resolution and crispness is actually not that bad. 1920 by 1080 is something we are all getting used to nowadays, so anything less than this is a little lackluster. But thankfully, the asking price for the screen hasn't backed down on compromising that resolution. I've come from gaming on a huge 60-inch 4K TV, so as you can imagine, it took a few hours to adjust my eyes to a smaller screen. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed it more, and found myself being a lot more attentive in gameplay. The 16:9 widescreen offers 16.7mm true colour, and a viewing angle of 170 degrees. And like I said, in gameplay from a console, you really do benefit from this. Now the speaker output is surprisingly okay. It's not fantastic, it does however offer adequate sound that is rich and not tinny at all. Now for the price, I personally think it's a little steep. I put it around the 150 mark just purely because of the fact monitors are very cheap nowadays. But if you can swallow that asking price, do remember you are getting complete portability and freedom of a full HD screen. So if you're planning on going on a holiday or just need an external screen, you could have a whole gaming setup simply in a carrier bag. Now if you look at it like that, the asking price is somewhat of a no-brainer. Take a look at the product in the link in the description. Let me know what you think. As always, till next time.